show. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will I point to God?
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, will I point to God?
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice.
stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ayy, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all within buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set, hut, 70 ending. Check right 54. Right 54. Now watch run.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Coming to you. Shoot.
Back. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. Third down here. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's Jackson on third and long, eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Ready up, 54. Mike 54. 22, jet over. 22, jet.
On first down, Peyton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Come on, 54, zig. Check. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Look to 6. Check. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Come on. Switch. Hatch it. Watch the twist.
From the 39, Griffin flushed out right. On the run, and this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35.
Ready. 10, touchdown. Mike 54. Hey, watch the ball. Kill.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it third and goal.
54. Got nothing today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the run.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Ready. Check on the base. Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Yeah. On the ball.
They run on first down with Jackson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 36, Jackson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
It's just me and you. Trump. Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike 52.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted all day, baby. Let's get this. Intercepted. The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Too little, Cupcake. Check, check. Lucky.
After the interception, here's Griffin, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, both some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson, and the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Jackson on first down. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run here with Bo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check 99. Deuce. Check 31. Out.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". 65. Bang.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Say.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen.
On third down, Griffin. Flush to his right. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
On first down, Peyton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Twist. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Watch out. Check Mike 54. 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. No. Off. Check 3. Ready, go.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go. Watch safety creeping. Eddie Weber, creeping. Whip. Watch the whip. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Watch twist, watch twist. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Here's Barkley. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Check right, check right.
And they'll indeed take a knee. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. They were 3 for 3 converting on third downs on this drive, but that time didn't quite get there.
Yeah, defensively, maybe they just said, we're tired of this. Time to make a stand. And if you really want to pick this one up, you have to go for it on fourth down. And typically, on fourth down, the odds shift to the defense.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now Jackson eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Mike 20. Let's go. Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there, he's tight right there. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Heavy on the edges. Okay, check 26, check 26.
Here's Sanders. And on the tackle, Kevin Green, of course, a member of the 2016 Hall of Fame class, Charles.
Went in on August 6th of 2016. Kevin Green taking his rightful place in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And what a speech he gave that night. I can still see him standing up there. And the line that resonated for me, I didn't play this game for any other reason than love and passion. And only a cynic would dispute that if they saw Kevin Green play.
Throwing is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I know he ain't got it. Check 24, check 24. Watch twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Under 10, 10.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Julius Peppers. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Sanders. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Willie Lanier, the Hall of Famer, there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 9, check 9. Butch, 66, pull it, half, quick right here. 49, check 49, check 49. Shift.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Butch formation. Come on, boys, come on.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Yes.
To throw again, Griffin. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight. Trust.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check nickel. Yo. Buzz. Be ready.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. What a spin. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Mike 20. We own him.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. This is caught. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Mike 20. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn up. Zip this. Bump. Check 37.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Watch the edge. Hey, you.
Play action. Now Griffin. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Motion. Check. Shift.
Here's Griffin to throw. He'll get this complete to Walter Payton.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Banjo. Go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Bravo. No. Staying open. Switch.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a carry for Sanders. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On the ready, the mic. 53 is the mic. He's trash. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check the backer, check the backer. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Now again, right side. Peyton, after getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, watch this, watch this.
On third down, Peyton. And they'll get this down to the 10. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Let's go.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3.
On second down now, Peyton. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Kill, kill.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 52's the mic, boys. 52's. Ricky. Check 90. Check 99.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike
Mike 20. Rip right, rip right.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Griffin. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Back to the air, RG3 after the pick six. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down. Griffin flushed out right. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Under crunch, under crunch. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Kill.
On first down, Peyton.
He's coming.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Peyton, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I got wide. Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Go. Under 10. Tight dog.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That's it, baby.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to sneak with Griffin. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. RG3 keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Check 24.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
53. Mike, 53. I'm trying to go. Check three. Check up. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, tight right there. Check. Let it go.
From the 24, Griffin. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check. Fresno. Check. Jungle. Quick the edge. Go. Shift.
From the shotgun, Griffin. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 37. Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Shift. Hatch it.
On second and goal, Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown. Bengals. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That's it, baby.
Elam now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away.
The Giants take over first
All
and
day,
10
baby, all day.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Nice, sweetheart.
Throwing on second and long. Griffin. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Okay, double up. Watch the twist. Show an A. Hey.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Watch twist. Check the backer. Hey.
He's checking.
Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. Forced it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Lucky. Alert three. Go. Jam.
Check four.
Now Griffin on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
53. Check 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Kill. Switch. Check go. Check 99.
On first and 10, it's Griffin. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Willie Lanier in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
SOS. Hey, alert.
Here's Griffin. And he's going to go down again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. What we got? Yeah.
Now Griffin. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Go. Watch the slant. Motion. Stay at home.
He'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the safety creep.
Watch the shift.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Deion Sanders.